Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when you are listening to this. This is Dr. Paulette Cie Ezuruike from the Department of English and Literary Studies, Bayero University, Kano. And I am going to take you in GST 111 and 211, Communication in English. This is Module 5, Writing Skills. This contains 6 lectures all in one, and I am going to take them one after the other. Please take your time and listen. Thank you. This module introduces students to the skill of writing. Good writing is achieved through consistent practice, and it involves one's competence in grammar. We shall discuss this module in 6 different lectures, and we will cover topics in writing, which includes good writing, pre-writing, the actual writing, post-writing process, letters, essays and types, and finally we look at curriculum vitae, reports, and the memorandum. Essentials of good writing. Writing must satisfy the purpose of the writer and the reader, and it must be well thought out so that the reader is able to identify its theme and purpose of the writing. In writing, a writer must choose a subject matter in which he or she is knowledgeable in or can find materials to develop. It must be organized in such a way that the reader can identify its trend. Writing must be coherent. All the parts must go together as well as show a particular direction of thoughts. The writer must use appropriate connective words to make the sequence clear. The words chosen must be sufficiently comprehensible for the reader to understand the contents of the writing. Still on essentials of good writing, the grammatical structures must be correct. For example, the use of concord, spelling of words, and correct punctuations. Writing must be legible, especially when it is handwritten. It must be put in its right channel, for example, using report format, letter, minutes, articles, memorandum, or communique. Writing must be logical. The thoughts and ideas must be sensible, and it must be sequential as well. Writing should mix the sentence structures using simple, complex, and compound structures. As much as possible, it should express one idea in a paragraph. The writer should have a topic sentence and develop it in the paragraphs with the topic sentence containing the main idea. You are not writing a fiction, it must be factual. Your writing must be factual when you are not writing a fiction. Thus, fiction allows imaginations, while factual writing admits accuracy and verifiable truth. If possible, illustrate ideas with data, visuals, for example, using charts, graphs, diagrams, or pictures. A good writing should be concise and precise, without wasting words, because of cost and time of the reader. If there is need to quote or use other people's original work, they must be acknowledged. Otherwise, the writer would be guilty of plagiarism or piracy, which means the stealing of intellectual property. Paragraph development. What is a paragraph? We will say that a paragraph is a group of sentences that expresses a single idea. It is a group of sentences that discusses about a particular topic. The first sentence of the group is indented. Thus, A paragraph can be marked by leaving a blank line from the preceding paragraph. A well-developed paragraph should have at least 5 sentences. How do you recognize the topic sentence in a paragraph? Where should the topic sentence be placed in the paragraph? Because it usually introduces the entire writing, the topic sentence is often placed at or near the beginning of the paragraph. It can be placed near the middle or end of a paragraph, depending on the type of paragraph it is. Sometimes, both the topic and the controlling idea are not stated clearly in one sentence, but they are present. In this case, both are implied. For example, suggested in the development of the paragraph. The topic of a paragraph is usually introduced in a sentence, and this sentence is called the topic sentence. The topic sentence can do more than introduce the subject of the paragraph. A good topic sentence states an idea or an attitude, that is, the controlling idea about the topic, as well as controlling what the sentences in the paragraph will discuss. The summary of Lecture 1. This lesson discusses the essentials of writing, which a learner of writing should have as a first-hand tool for handling every form of writing. It also discusses paragraph development as well as writing and recognizing topic sentences. Thank you for listening. This is the end of Lecture 1. The next slide leads you to Lecture 2 on pre-writing process. Thank you.